Yo, what's up everybody? This is Josh Boyd here with Fishing Tips. First off, I want to thank everybody who have watched my videos, everybody who subscribed. Thank you guys so much. Today on Fishing Tips, I'm pretty much going to go over on how to catch big flounder. Everybody wants to get that big flounder. You know, pretty much wherever you're fishing, if you're catching a lot of little flounders, more than likely in that vicinity there's going to be a big flounder. So today I'm pretty much going to go over, tell you a little bit about the flounder, about the fish, pretty much the setup I use, everything about it. But first I want to tell you guys, about an hour ago I was actually out fishing in Stone Harbor, New Jersey, off of a bridge, and I actually hooked into a 25-inch, 5-pound flounder. I'm going to show you him right now. I don't know if you can see him, but that's him. That's him right there. It's a big fish. So anyway, I got him. I'm going to explain what I was using and what bait I had on when I got him. Pretty much what I was using what's called a teaser rig. With the teaser rig, it's a 1/2 ounce bucktail with this Berkley Gulp. It's turquoise swimming mullet. I don't know if you can see it, but it's about like a yellowish greenish color, and this works excellent for flounder. Let me point that out. So anyway, the setup I have, at the top of my line, I have a 1/2 ounce white bucktail. White bucktails work good, and green bucktails work pretty good for flounder as well. So anyway, I have a 1/2 ounce white bucktail with that swimming mullet hooked onto it. In the middle of my line, I have a 1 ounce sinker, and right below the 1 ounce sinker, I have a regular flounder hook. And on the flounder hook, what I caught him on, I caught him on the bottom hook. I caught him on a dead minnow. And I know everybody's probably thinking, a dead minnow. Let me explain. Flounder live on the bottom of the ocean. They're a flat fish. They don't have good sight, but they have great scent. They can smell really good. And I'm going to show you his eyes right here. You see he has 2 eyes right there? He has no eyes on that side. They live mainly off, his scent. And the thing with a dead minnow gives off more scent than a live minnow does. And that's the #1 thing I really want to point out here. A lot of people who are out fishing on the boats and they got minnows, and there's some minnows that die, they'll dump them right into the ocean. Well, guess what? Them big flounder are having a feeding frenzy on your dead minnows you just dumped in that water. Don't ever do that. That's #1. Because dead minnows work better than live minnows. I actually bought minnows last night down here, and I kept them overnight, and almost every one was dead. There was a couple that were alive, and I'll put a dead minnow on over a live minnow any day. #1. So I put, oh yeah, and another thing, in the middle where I have this weight right here, let me get this and show you guys one more time. Got it all tangled around. Anyway, okay, look, here's the setup. Like I said, in the middle you put your sinker. I have a 1 ounce sinker on here. I want to really point out, put the least amount of weight you can. Whatever you can, you just make sure you can feel bottom. Pretty much where I was fishing in about 4 to 8 feet of water. I could feel bottom pretty good. It wasn't too windy. Sometimes when the wind's blowing pretty good, you might need to put heavier on. But the least amount of weight, the better, because you want to be able to jig this pole around, and you still want to be able to feel bottom. So that was that. I caught him off a bridge. I'm going to show you. You guys are probably thinking, well, how'd you get him up? How'd you get a 5-pound flounder up onto the bridge? I'm going to show you right here. This big fishing net, it's actually called a bridge net. I lowered it down into the water with this string and got them right in the net and pulled them up. They sell them at bait shops, 20, 25 bucks. If you're fishing off of a bridge or, anywhere, I would definitely recommend grabbing one of them. And, I got them in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Like I said, 4 to 8 feet of water. There's certain times of years they're in the back bay. And then there's a certain time of year they're out in the ocean. So when they're in the back bay, pretty much all I do is flounder fish every single day. I love flounders; they're my favorite fish to catch. This fish right here was personally one of my biggest, 5 pounds. I took him to one of the local bait shops and had them weigh it and measure it for me. And they weighed it all up, and they got a picture with me of it. So I'm like on cloud 9. They're going to send it to the local newspaper, the local Herald newspaper down here, and hopefully they'll put me in. So fingers are crossed with that. But pretty much that's it's simple as that. I'm using a little ugly stick. These things are unbreakable. It's fun. As you see, this is a very little pole. It's so fun catching a big flounder on it. You know, but definitely the teaser rig. I won't fish with anything else but the teaser rig. The bucktail at the top, the sinker in the middle, the flounder hook on the bottom. It's that simple. And you could put any kind of, you could even put a minnow on this if you wanted. You could put clam or minnow. Clam and minnow both work good for flounder. You know, and the clam would blend in a little better because the clam's, you know, white pretty much. And, you know, the dead minnow trick. And everybody, I want to thank you for watching. I will be putting up a video again on how to fillet this big flounder. I know I put up a video you know, a couple weeks ago on how to fillet a flounder, and that was like just a keeper. I'm going to put up another video on how to fillet a big flounder. So everybody, get your pole out there and catch them big flounder. They're out there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Fish on. Get that pole in the water. Thank you.